Hello everyone and welcome back to SnowRunner. Today we are in Russia. We are in the Drowned Lands. I have my new loaf, this van here. I love this thing. It goes a little slow, but it almost never tips over, which I love. Today we're going to be trying to figure out where the hell all these watchtowers are and open this place up a little bit. Because as you can see, we don't have much of anything opened up. So we're trying to get to that first watchtower to open up a part of the map. So that's what we will be doing today. I don't know how much we will actually get accomplished. Hopefully I'll get one or two watchtowers, maybe a few upgrades. That's the game plan. But you never know. Russia is a whole nother bag of worms, man. It is a difficult area to go in. The mud is way deeper. And there's portions of this map which I'm sure are going to be damn near impassable. But we will see. It's all about trying, exploring and trying. But so far this little guy here has been pretty capable. Can I not discover that? Alright, to hell with it then. I'll just leave it there. I don't need it right now anyway. I'm trying to... Maybe it's for a mission for that thing. Let me back up here for a second. Check it out. Yep. That's what that is. I have to take that somewhere for a mission. Alright, we'll deal with that later. I can't connect to it with this. I'd have to go back and get one of my other trucks to do it. Let me winch my way out of here because I'm kind of stuck right now. Get back up here on the road. Yeah, I'd have to go back and get probably the Azaz or something and use that to haul it if I wanted to do that. We'll see what we can unlock this episode. Sometimes I kind of get ahead of myself and I try to do missions before I'm ready to do them, and that's what got me in trouble before. This game will definitely humble you if you get out above your skis too much, you know. You think that you can accomplish anything and take on the world, and you don't have the vehicles yet or the upgrades to do it, and you just end up stuck or flipped over in a heartbeat. It'll definitely teach you some humility. But I'm really digging this loaf that I bought. I love this thing. It is almost impossible to tip. Now it doesn't go super fast, but it bounces all over the damn place and never kind of tips over, so that's pretty awesome. I did put the autonomous winch on it, so that way if I were to tip, I could get myself back onto my wheels. But it almost never tips, so I definitely recommend this vehicle to anybody that's thinking about getting it. I got it because it was kind of goofy looking, and I thought, yeah, it's kind of interesting to have this van, you know. It doesn't look like your typical off-road vehicle. I thought, what the hell, we'll pick that up and play with it. Now see, there I would have tipped in any of my other vehicles, but this one didn't tip. Yeah, this little thing definitely doesn't give up. I ought to just go through the damn trees. To hell with it. That's what we're going to do. Get over to the road again. Forget that mud pit. If I can get through here. Come on, baby. There she is. Telling you, this loaf is a beast. I love this thing. It's not the greatest as far as getting through deep, deep mud, but it's really good about getting over obstacles that you don't think you can get over. I gotta go down here and across this bridge, it looks like. Not much of a bridge. It looks like it's stable enough for me to go over. We shall see. Oh yeah, that's really tilted. But luckily these poles are here to stop us. Alright. Which way do I go to get there? I can keep going down this road. See where it leads. We'll still be heading in the general direction of the watchtower, so we can always adjust once we get going to figure out where we need to be. But as you move, you open up a little bit more of the map to where you can see better the roads that you need to take. Right now it's just kind of a guess. You just pick a road that goes in the same general area and hope that you chose wisely. That's really all you can do at this point. Now there is always the option of just kind of going off-road with it and just setting the blue dot on the watchtower and just trying to head in that direction towards it no matter what's in my way. That is always an option to try. This loaf is small, it can get through the trees and it doesn't tip very easy. So that's definitely good news. It's much better than the other scout vehicles I've had. There's one called the Tuz. I think it's like Tuz 420 or something like that. Thing looks like a damn tank almost. It is amazing. But that is in the third map, I think. The map right after Quarry here in Russia. Zignerhust, or I don't know what the hell it's called. It starts with a Z. And you can't get to that map without doing other missions to unlock it. So that's something that I will be working towards. But first I need to kind of unlock this map and see where everything is. And I'll keep making my way over there little by little until I can get to that area. What is this? Looks like there's one of these stuck in the mud over here. One of these loaves. What is this? Yeah, you gotta pull him out. And we have to take him over here to the hangar. It's not too bad. We'll see where I'm at. Yeah, it's not too terrible. I don't know if I can pull him out with this, though. I might have to bring another truck out here to pull him out of the mud. Hell, I can't even pull myself out of the mud right now. Get back up here on the road. Yeah, I think that's going to be future James's problem. I'll let him deal with that. I'll just keep heading this way, seeing if I can find out how to get to this watchtower. All right, we make our way here. We can choose to go down this road or to go straight. Looks like this way is the way to go. So we'll try that. Just a bunch of small little micro goals. Try to make it to the dot. And then reassess and make it to the next dot. And reassess. Eventually I get where I'm going. Now once I open this map up where I can see where everything is and drive around it for a while, I'll kind of learn my way and I won't need to use the blue dots anymore. This mud is no joke here. I am constantly getting myself in trouble and I'm not doing anything outlandish. I'm just on the road. I definitely need to get some upgrades for the loaf. Make it more capable. Because right now it's struggling. I mean, I'm giving it hell. I'm giving it everything she has, and it's really difficult to get unstuck. The grass is easy to drive on. It's when you get down to these ruts that you start to have a problem. Come on, baby. There we go. The watchtowers are fun because it's kind of that sense of exploration and going places you haven't been yet, seeing things you haven't seen, and trying to overcome obstacles and challenges. But at the same time, they're frustrating sometimes because you don't know where you're going. You're just kind of playing it by ear and trying to find it. And when you take the completely wrong road and then once it's opened up enough to where you can see, you realize, oh man, I got to backtrack through all that mud again that I just went through. That is no fun. Alright, looks like we're going to go straight across the road onto the other road, and it might lead right to it. I'm not sure because that's still in the dark, but it looks like it's going to. Like it's going to take me right to the thing. So we shall see. Oh, come on, baby. They love putting that stuff in on this map, don't they? That's like the second or third time that I've been driving on what's supposed to be the road, and there's like a big lump in the middle of it. When you go down, it's like a ditch that you have a hard time getting out of, and you mess up your engine. Yeah, this is... Whoa! I almost tipped her. Using the winch. Yeah, this mud is no joke here. I got myself buried. That's alright, we are going to get her out. One way or the other. I call this thing the mountain goat. Because it can't be stopped. It can go over anything. It'll get stuck in the mud, but you can always get out with it. I never surrender when I'm in this little loaf. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Come on. I hate those little trees. What the hell's the point of them? You can't winch to them. They break. They're just there to give you a false hope, I guess. Take the brake off, dummy, and you'll actually move forward. Come on. I always do that. I always forget to take the damn emergency brake off, and I'm like, why isn't this thing moving? It's moving much better when you take the brake off. Alright, that's the road that we got to cross straight over and go to the other side. I think I see the watchtower up there. I do see the watchtower up there. So I wonder if it's going to be right on the road or if it's going to be difficult to get to. We shall find out if we can get up the damn hill. Put it in low. That'll make a difference. The loaf does this weird thing. You'll be driving along, and it even does it on pavement. You'll be driving along just fine, and then all of a sudden it's like it stops. And then you have to sit there and keep hitting the gas and try to get it to go, but it's not doing anything. It's just sitting still. The wheels aren't even spinning. And then it'll go again. I don't exactly understand why that happens. I don't know if that's a glitch or if I'm doing something wrong with the way I'm driving it. I don't know. But we're going to avoid as much of this damn mud as we can. I think that's the smart way to do this. Just screw that mud, man. It's too deep. Can't drive my van through that. My hippie van. I love these kind of vans. It reminds me of like the VW microbus. I really dig VWs. I think the microbus is a very cool vehicle, and I love the Bug. I don't actually own any myself, but I've thought about buying them. And someday I probably will. I'll probably own one of each. Just because they're awesome. Alright, so that is the first watchtower open. Let's see what... That is so beautiful. Let's see what we have unlocked. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff on the list. Anything good that we can use? Any upgrades or any trucks or anything like that? Let's see. There's something down there. That's a trailer. What else do we have? There's an upgrade up there. That might be something worth looking into. That's about all I see. One upgrade and a trailer. Now there's a lot of missions too, but I'm not worried about the missions right yet. Those I'll get to in due time. So let's go down here. We'll head up and try to grab this upgrade and make our way to the next watchtower. Then we just have to figure out what's going to be the best way. Is it going to be going around and coming in from the side through the trees there, or maybe going straight up once I get up to that road? We'll just have to see what it looks like when we get there. Alright. Now we're going to head back down here to the road. Maybe. It sure is nice to have a vehicle that you don't have to worry about flipping over in every 2 seconds. Because that's the biggest problem I had with that other scout vehicle. It was rather good at getting through mud and stuff like that. And the con is amazing. The one that you get free when you buy the deluxe edition or whatever. That thing is amazing when it comes to mud. But the problem with that is it tips over so easy and you can't haul a trailer. So if I want to bring a fuel trailer with me, I just can't. And the scout vehicles only hold around 80 liters of fuel. That's not a tremendous amount. Like this only has 80. I'm down to 21 right now. Now luckily I have the roof rack, so I do have extra fuel with me. I think 120 liters, but I'm not exactly sure. But that's about 1.5 tankfuls of gas, so... And if I run into a fuel station, I can refuel the roof rack and the vehicle. Alright, where are we at here? Go ahead and move it to morning too, because they're just getting too damn dark. Couldn't see what I was doing. This doesn't look as bad as back there did. There's a lot of rocks through here, but the road itself is pretty good. It's not real deep mud. Down to 16 liters of fuel. Hopefully that upgrade is going to be something cool for one of the vehicles we have. That would be nice. I don't mind getting upgrades for vehicles I don't have yet because I'm going to have them eventually probably. But it's a lot more useful to get an upgrade for something that I'm currently driving. Went ahead and put it in low because it was getting to be tough driving there. That little section I couldn't, it just kept stopping on me. Alright. We should be getting close. Down to 12 liters of fuel. So we will have to refill here shortly. I like having the roof rack fuel to bring with me. I just wish that the tank could hold more. Because the whole point of a scout vehicle is you're going to use it to explore. But it's awful difficult to explore a whole bunch if you don't have enough fuel. And there's only one gas station per map usually. I think in Michigan, in the first map you started, I think there might be two. But usually it's just one, and some maps don't have any at all. Now you can use trailer stores as fuel stations in a way because you can buy a fuel trailer, refill your vehicle, and then sell the fuel trailer for what you paid for it. So you're kind of not losing any money and you get a free gas up of your vehicle. So that's always an option. Another option would be to buy decent sized fuel tanks, the big semi-trailer ones, and haul them to strategic points on the map where there aren't gas stations and just leave them sit. That way as you go through there, if you need fuel, you can stop and fill up. That's a good option as well. But obviously that takes the money. You got to have the money to do it, which means doing a lot of missions. And I'll eventually get all the missions finished, but right now I'm trying to get some exploration done. You don't get paid for that. So far we've unlocked one watchtower, and we are currently heading towards the upgrade, wherever that is. I'm hoping it's not in a place that's very difficult to find and reach. But we do have the mountain goat with us, so I'm going to go ahead and refuel. But as I said, we are in the mountain goat, so that definitely helps as far as getting to places that aren't as easy to get to. Yeah, it looks like I'll be able to go. There's a truck right over there. Wonder if I can just take that truck. So you got the upgrade up there. I kind of want to check this truck out first. If it's one we have to fix and all that kind of stuff, then we won't be able to mess with it right now. But if it's something I can just grab and take, just switch to it and not have to repair it or refuel it, that'll be awesome. Come on. Got myself in a ditch right off the bat. There's literally nothing but tiny little trees in front of me. Alright, put it down low. That'll get me out of here. We'll drive up and see what truck this is and if we can take it. Let's see. Repaired and refueled. Bummer. Yeah, we have to repair that and refuel it. So that's one of them things where I'll have to bring out probably the Azaz with the repair thing on it and try to fix it up. Oh well, we'll go after this upgrade then. And we'll come back in probably another episode and get that truck and see what it is. So I'm all about adding new trucks to the fleet. I'm cool with that. Especially when we can get them for free. All we have to do is go get them. Alright, we got to make our way through these trees here. Well, we got to go a little bit further up the road first, I guess. And then we will try to get to that upgrade. It's kind of right out in the middle of all this forest, though. So either way you look at it, it's going to be kind of difficult to get to. Because we're going to have to kind of go through the trees. Which is not a terrible thing, because the driving will be easier. I won't get stuck, but the only issue is going to be how dense is the tree cover. If it's a real dense forest, then it's going to be hard to maneuver my way through all the trees. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. I should be able to kind of snake my way through here because the Loaf is a small vehicle. See there, it's doing that thing where it just won't do nothing. Switch down to low and it'll move again. Right into a tree. Right, back up, go back and forward again, and to the right a little bit this time. The view is not very good. You can switch to the in the cab view, but I don't do that. Unless I absolutely have no choice, because it makes me feel sick. I get motion sickness a lot. Like when I take long trips and stuff, if I'm not the one driving, I always get motion sickness. So I have to take Dramamine and everything, and I get that same feeling when I go into the in-cab view of this. Alright, it's a raised upgrade, that's awesome. For the Tuz 166, which I do not have. But it's still good that we got it, because if and when I do get that vehicle, I will be able to raise it. Alright, so now we're going to head down this way and try to make it to this watchtower down here. That's the goal. And it looks like it's back behind us. So we're going to have to kind of get turned around here. I wonder if I can just go... come on. Can't go that way. I'm in a ditch of some sort. It's hard to tell what I'm doing because the view is terrible. Alright. Now we got her. So we're going to try to make our way over to this other watchtower and see what it unlocks. Hopefully something cool. See how I'm almost at a 45-degree angle in this thing and it's not tipping. That's amazing. You gotta love that. Especially after all the trouble I had with the other Scout, with it tipping over. It feels so good to have a vehicle that doesn't tip like that all the time. Definitely harder to drive though. Because it doesn't go as fast and it does that hesitation thing, and it's kind of a pain when it comes to that, but other than that it's good. I mean, I like the way it gets through everything. It gets stuck a little bit in the mud, but I think that'll get better as I raise it and put new tires on it and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I put a raised thing on this one yet, but I might have. So if we can get to this watchtower, that'll be 2 opened up and an upgrade grab so far. So that'll be pretty nice. That was my initial goal, was to open up at least 2 watchtowers and any kind of upgrades I came across, or new vehicles or anything like that. And we did discover a new truck as well, but we just have to repair it and refuel it and bring it back. Yeah, the terrain here in Russia definitely takes a little getting used to. We are definitely not in Michigan. This is a lot deeper mud, a lot stickier mud. It's a lot more uneven terrain. There's a lot of bouncing around and tipping areas where you could easily flip. I couldn't imagine some of these areas trying to drive one of the big trucks through. That's going to be a nightmare. But I imagine as you get upgrades and as you go, it'll get easier because the vehicles will be able to do it. The Azov I has is very, very good. That's hard to say. Azov I have is very, very good. It's like super slow, but it's almost impossible to get it stuck, which is great. I just don't know how top heavy it is and how much I'm gonna have to deal with flipping with it. I haven't had that issue yet because I haven't done a lot of driving out here where there's a lot of possibility to tip. But this map, that's your main concern, is the tipping. So I can see the watchtower. It's right over there, up on top of that mountain. So the question is, does the road lead up to it, or am I going to have to kind of go through the... See what I mean? There's little areas like that that just out of nowhere, my vehicle went almost on its side. Yeah, this mud, once it grabs you, it's a pain in the butt to try to get out of it. You almost have to winch. Now, I'm sure if I was out here in my Azovs, it wouldn't be as bad, because that thing can power through it. But I don't know. We'll see, because I will be running missions on this map once I get it unlocked a little more. So we'll definitely get a chance to see for ourselves. Where the hell did the road go? It just disappears? I guess it picks back up here, but then it disappears again. How do you get to that? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to try to stick with the road, I guess. See where it leads. Part of me kind of just wants to go straight up to the watchtower. And part of me wants to kind of try to use the road, hoping that it'll lead to the watchtower. This is a mess too. See if I can kind of try to stick by these trees and avoid the water. But it's no picnic here either. They have a lot of flooding here in Russia. Must have been like a worldwide flood or something that happened. Because it affected Michigan, and it obviously affected Russia as well, where they have to deal with the water, so must have been a really bad one. Alright, we got past that little section. So as I said, I'm hoping that this road will kind of keep going and somehow lead up and around to the watchtower, but I'm not real optimistic about that. It doesn't appear as though it's going to according to the map. So I think I'm just going to kind of try to go up a little ways and if I have to, go through some trees to get up to the watchtower because the road just kind of disappears on me off the map. I don't know if it's going to disappear as I'm playing it or if it's still going to be there and it's just not on the map. I don't know. Seems like I have to winch every couple of feet. I mean, I'm giving it hell. I have not released the accelerator at all. I mean, it's full pedal, everything I got. And it's barely moving. There's the watchtower. I can see it. Wonder if there's anything in any of those mines. Might be something to check out at some point. Looks like I can just go up and around here. Like cut off here and go up on the top of that cliff through the trees and make my way right to the watchtower. I think that's what I'm going to do. Certainly is what it appears to be. Alright, let's get up there and give it a look. Got to be careful here because there's a little bump here. I don't want to get myself all squirrely. We're going to try to just kind of scoot through here and kind of cheat the system a little bit and get over there. So far, so good. The watchtower's over here to my left. It's all about finding the best way to get to it that isn't going to roll me down the hill. Because you got to be careful when you're traveling across an incline like that because the potential to roll is always there. But we made it just fine. And this is another watchtower opened up now. So we'll get to see a little bit more of the map. Right off the bat, we see that there's an upgrade unlocked here. So that's down there by the water. Oh, there's two. There's one over here in that other water too. That's awesome. And there's some gas station over there too. So we got to figure out how we're getting down from here. I don't know if I can go down that or not. That's like that little gully area. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'll have to go this way. Because even if I make it up to that bridge using that gully, I'm going to be underneath of it. I'm still going to have to come up here. So we'll just come up here in the beginning so we don't have to deal with the other. Alright. If I go this way, then I can hit this upgrade here. And then turn back down there and go get the other upgrade maybe. We'll see what it looks like when we get there. I don't know where I am at as far as time. I haven't been keeping track. But let's see, we did 2 watchtowers and an upgrade and found a vehicle that we have to repair. So I would say probably, if I had to guess, that most likely I'm somewhere around the 40-minute mark. So that leaves us still about 20 minutes left in the episode if I do a full hour. That should be enough time to easily get those 2 upgrades, I would imagine. I could probably, depending on how rough the terrain is, probably get both of those in about 10 minutes, I would imagine. And if that's the case, then that's doable before the end of the episode. I don't always do a full hour episode. I mean, I have no problem doing it. I would definitely do full hour episodes for everybody, no problem. But I just don't know how well that'll work. I don't know how much people want to sit and watch a full hour of a video game. A lot of times I'll try to keep it in the 15-20 minute range for most videos. But like with these exploration videos, you really can't, because you're going into uncharted territory and trying to unlock things, and it takes a while to maneuver around the map. So unless I simply showed you when I got to each watchtower, then I can make a shorter video doing it, but I wouldn't want to watch that. That would bore me, just sitting there saying, okay, well, okay, now he opened up all these watchtowers, but I didn't get to see him drive there. I didn't get to see the struggles he went through or any of that, so. But I'm still new to doing the video game thing on YouTube, so I have no idea what people want to watch. I'm just playing the games I love and having fun doing it and trying to make it interesting for you, I guess. Trying to figure out what I would want to watch if I was watching it, and trying to give you those things. I think on the farming series, I'm going to do a couple more episodes on the farm I'm at now, and then I think I'm going to start a new farm on No Man's Land. And that's going to be pretty amazing, because No Man's Land is a giant forest, just like this. And there's nothing there. There's like one little tiny field that's overgrown that you have to fix up. And other than that, it's just a forest. So you have to cut down trees and clear land and plow your own fields out and all that kind of stuff. It's like the super hard map to succeed on in the game. So I might try starting up a map on the hardest level with the hardest map and see how we do. The reason I started, whoa, come on now. I'm about to tip this thing using my winch. I gotta stop talking about that for a minute and concentrate on what I'm doing. Otherwise, we're gonna be up a creek here. I am stuck. I got a winch because I'm stuck, but I gotta make sure I can winch to something that's not gonna tip me over. This tree just doesn't seem to be doing the job. What else can I connect to that tree? Nope, that's still the same damn tree I was on. Whatever, it worked. If I can get over here to the grass, I can get out of here fairly easily. Come on. At least I'm moving forward again. Almost. And I'm free. Awesome. Yeah, but I thought that'd be cool to do that episode and start the new series for the farming game, Farming Simulator 19 with No Man's Land, because it's a complete do-it-yourself map, and that's great. There's no fields to buy that are already ready. There's no contracts from other farmers to do to make money. It's really, go out there and see if you can survive kind of deal. See if you can build a successful farm in the middle of the wilderness with nothing. Very little money. And I'm going to do it on the start from scratch mode, which is the hardest mode to do it on, and we'll see how it goes. I've been playing the game for a long time, so I'm really good at it. So I have no doubt that I will be able to build a successful farm, but it'll be fun to really get to showcase all of the beauty of that game, because it's one of my favorite games. This game is an amazing game too. I love SnowRunner. As I get more vehicles and get higher ranked and get upgrades and all that kind of stuff, I will not be struggling as much as I'm struggling right now. But that'll come with time. And I plan on playing this a lot, so you'll get to watch that progression as I go, of getting better vehicles and moving way faster through the mud. But one thing I'd like everybody to know that's watching, it may appear like I'm driving slow and puttering around, but pretty much the entire time I have the acceleration button all the way down. I mean, I never let up on it. I'm always going as fast as the thing will go. It's just when it hits the mud, it doesn't go very fast. Oh man, is that upgrade down there? Let me go ahead and refuel. Yeah, that's the rest of my fuel. I think it's down there. I think I can drive around and go right down to it though, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal. There for a second I thought I was going to have to drive down that cliff. So let's go around the side here and try to see what we're dealing with. Yeah, I can see the square down there. Well, that slope goes right down to it, so I don't see how that's going to be that difficult. Unless it's just an absolute mess down there. But we'll know soon enough because I'm headed that way. So we will definitely see if I don't get her stuck before then. Alright. Oh yeah, that is a mess down there. Look at that. The mud, the water, the rocks. That's a nightmare. I gotta try though, because I only have 44 liters of fuel left. I have nothing in my roof tank. So I might as well... Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. That thing did not tip. It just stayed on its wheels. That is amazing. I love this mountain goat. It is great. It's called the Loaf, in case you wanted to buy one for yourself. It's not called the mountain goat. That's just what I call it, because it seems to handle pretty much anything. Without... I mean, look how off my balance I am there. And it doesn't tip. I love that. I would have done flipped that Scout I don't know how many times by now. Alright, so the trick is I'm going to have to try to get down this without going too fast and rolling it. Because right at the bottom of this hill is a bunch of rocks. So we'll try to kind of hit the brakes as we go down. Kind of pump the brakes a little bit to keep from going too quick. I'm dragging a tree up over the rocks. Now I'm in the water. But she's going, man. The Loaf is... Well, as soon as I say that, I get stuck. Oh, yeah, that's deep water, too. Alright, is there anything I can winch to? Yep. Awesome. Hell, I'll pull myself with the winch up to the upgrade if I have to. Then I'll be able to just restore the vehicle to the shop. It'll definitely be worthwhile. Almost there. Come on, baby, you got it. A few more feet. There we go. Put the brake on. Another raised upgrade. What's this one for? The Voron D53233. I also do not have that truck. But now we have the raised upgrade for it. Alright, so at this point I got 37 liters of fuel left. Wonder if I have enough to get to that other upgrade. Or if I should just restore. I think there was a fuel station around here somewhere too. Not sure though. Try to get up out of this. Kind of in a bad position here because I'm on the rocks. That's why I call her the mountain goat. Look at that. Climbing right up over top of them. Gotta love that. Go ahead and hook to this tree and pull myself on out of here. So you got 32 liters of fuel. I'd rather not restore all the way to the garage if I can help it, because then I'll have to drive all the way back out here. If I can find that other fuel station, then I can fill everything back up again. And I do have that other upgrade that's close to here. So let me get up out of this hole, and I'll have a chance to look at my map once I do and figure out what the play is. I also don't know where I am time-wise. I thought I could get both upgrades in the amount of time, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm already around 50 minutes, 51, 52, something like that. So I'm going to head for this fuel station, try to go ahead and fill this thing up, because I'm almost out of gas, and I have nothing in my roof rack to refill with. So if I can make it over here and refuel, then we'll be in good shape to go get that other upgrade. But I might do that in the next episode, because I don't want to be on my way there and then the thing cuts off because I've reached the hour point. That won't be any good. Yeah, so we're going to get there easily to refuel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got something accomplished. We unlocked 2 watchtowers and got 2 upgrades and found a vehicle. So this is a pretty good one. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.